Let's get through these hard times, figure out the scary things within ourselves first, and get past that and move to the next level. Don't be all peach cop. I don't know what I'm saying here. Peach. It's cherry drops and what's the thing? Powerpuff Girls, the gumdrops, and be smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. So what's good, family? So we got another video. It's another beautiful day. We got some sunshine. Woke up this morning feeling some type of way, so I figured, you know what? Let's get this video done. So in this interview, we're going to be going over Dandapani being interviewed on London Real.
The same way you have to trust yourself too. Yeah, once you close your eyes and go inside of you, you realize that you're going to see things that you love and things that you don't love. And you have to be prepared for that. And most people can't handle that. They can close their eyes and go in and see all the things they love about themselves, but the things that are unpleasant makes them open their eyes and go, this is absolutely useless. I could definitely use my time in much more productive ways. And then they get up and they leave.
You heard that? You heard? It's coming. It's coming. You heard that? So, as he says, it's the sort of thing where when we have to look within ourselves, we have no problem looking at the good things, looking at the positive things. But when it comes to looking at the ugly stuff, we want nothing to do with it. And I found it a little ironic or interesting how when it comes to looking at bad news or looking at the news, looking at the media, or looking at celebrities, we love looking at the ugly stuff. We love looking at the dirty stuff. And I cannot but think, is it the sort of thing where we enjoy looking at the ugly stuff and the dirty stuff in others or in the news to help make ourselves feel good about how we are? But as he goes on to say, it's the sort of thing where if you don't take that time to look within to the ugly stuff you are, you're gonna have a hard time growing. Like if you don't know, like if you only know your good qualities, wow. You only know your good qualities, but you have no idea what your bad qualities are, it's gonna be hard for you to grow. And it's the type of thing, it's like when you go for a job interview, they're gonna ask you, what are your good qualities and what are your bad qualities? We all have an answer for that. But when it comes to life, it's the same thing. You want to be able to look within, figure out, okay, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I like this about myself, don't like that about myself. But the scary thing about having to do that is when you look within yourself, there's no distractions. It's just you and you. It's you and yourself in the mirror. There's no one else there that could pull you out. There's no one else there that could tell you, no, it's okay, it's fine. It's just you facing the raw truth in self, raw truth of self with self. That was a tough one. That was a little tongue twister there. Raw truth.
That's the reaction when they kind of see something they don't want to engage with. Okay.
Why am I sitting here? It's an absolute waste of time. I got a to-do list. I can go get things done. This is just a waste of time.
And temporarily feel better or feel like you accomplished a goal or something, when in fact you still don't know why you're here, what your purpose is.
So it's like my man D just said. When we come faced with confrontations or challenges, we're just going to find ways to distract ourselves. And like we've been doing this since like knee-high. You have trouble in your math homework or science homework, what do? You put it down, you go play a game, do something else to distract yourself from the things that is challenging you. But we all know that everybody tells us from the greats or all the people we look up to, it's going through challenges that makes us grow as a person and makes us develop. And if life's a video game, the whole point of this game is for you to keep leveling up. You do not want to be staying at the exact same level. Like, you know, this is going to be silly, but I got this right hand going. This left hand ain't quite doing it. But again, I know I'm making this a big center of the video, but I gotta get this on both hands. So I can start just doing it like that. But back to the video.
So the same way like you get to know someone you love, right? You see all the good things about them and all the not so good things. This is part of the package, right? But you love and accept them because you love that person. The same way you need to take that approach with yourself.
Woo, woo. You heard that? You heard that? I heard that too. So we have no problem. Not we have no problem. We generally have an easier time doing that in our relationships to someone else. But when it comes to with ourselves, we have a hard time doing that. But the relationship you have with someone else or relationship you have with self, it's still a relationship at the end of the day. And you want to treat that as nourishing, as healthily. Yes, I made up a word. I couldn't find the other word. And in a good state and with a good positive, not a good positive, what's the word I'm looking for? You want to treat it as healthy as possible. That's what I'm getting at. You want to treat your relationship with self as healthy as possible and keep that stuff in a good state. It's coming. It's coming.
But you can't know what you want until you spend time with yourself.
I'm going to have to rewind that back.
But you can't know what you want until you spend time with yourself.
You can't know what you want until you spend time with yourself. Yes. And I know for some people it's scary to spend time with yourself because it's just you and your thoughts. And at some point, if you're in your thoughts and you have no distractions, you're going to start having to face those demons that you don't, not those demons, those uglinesses that you don't want to face. So what we do, we keep ourselves distracted, either hopping on our phone, talking to friends, finding anybody to talk to, whether it's on social media, text message, or in person. Maybe not now in the pandemic, but not in person. But it's sort of a thing where we just constantly distract ourselves and not want to spend time with ourselves. But it's this type of thing where if you think about this type of freedom, or there's like unlocking a secret level in the game you could have as being comfortable by spending time with yourself alone and not being distracted, bro, you can't be touched. Like, you're gonna be invincible at that point. Obviously, it's gonna take work, you consistently getting better at it, putting time in on it. But once you're comfortable with self, you're gonna be comfortable anywhere you go in the world, whether you're traveling, going to work, going on a date, going for an interview, or just spending time out in the world. And if you have an embarrassing moment, you feel good because you know who you are, you're comfortable with who you are as a person, and you're just doubling down on being you and doing you. So it's just that's what it all comes down to, is just get used to and take time and get comfortable with being with yourself, figure out who you are, your goods, your positives, your negatives, your ups, your downs, the whole nine, and then just go out and live life by being you. If you got a lot of negatives, a lot of ugly, spend some time developing some of those. But if you got some good points, highlight those good points. It's like it's like makeup. If you got the good features, highlight the good features and try to distract the bad features by putting attention onto the good features. Simple as that. So yeah, see you guys again next week. Try that again, but can't quite get that with the left hand, but I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna have to rewind that back. Let's get it, Alfred. There's no Alfred, but it seemed cool, like I had someone doing it for me.